Hey, welcome everybody. This is the next installment of our Petrified Forest series. Today I'm actually starting on the North Gate. This is actually the next day from the previous videos you saw. I couldn't get it all done in one day, so I saved the north side of the park for this day in this video, which pretty much covers the Painted Desert and everything across I-40 on the other side of I-40. So please join me. I'm really looking forward to exploring this side because I never have really before. I've just driven through it. So this is an adventure for me too. So I'm at the Painted Desert Visitor Center on the north side of the Petrified Forest National Park. Still thinking some of these t-shirts are pretty cool. Like, I love that. And by the way, everybody here has been super cool. Like, all of the rangers and volunteers out of any national park I've been to, I would say the staff here has been the best. All right, I'm at the first of our stops today. The first overlook called Lacey Point. The first one overlooking the Painted Desert. I'm looking at the Painted Desert. You're not yet. And it is pretty spectacular. And best of all, there is nobody here again. Come on the 4th of July weekend, folks. If you can endure a little bit of heat and sun, this has been great. Look at that. Such a beautiful landscape. This is Lacey Point. And if you look out beyond, you can see how Interstate 40, it just cuts straight through the heart of the national park. That's one of the things that kind of confused me initially is, I didn't realize the Petrified Forest or the Painted Desert was kind of part of the Petrified Forest National Park. And it's ironic that it's divided by the highway. I just think it's just coincidence and chance. But yeah, it's almost like you have two parks in one is kind of the way I feel about it. All right, so I'm now at Whipple Point, right next to Lacey Point. They are very close together, in fact. The view is very similar, it looks like, but we are completionists here, so we're gonna go see everything. Let's go to the official spot. We're gonna go to the official spot for all of these to do it right. So this is what it looks like from my height, coming up to this Whipple Point overlook. So you can see it through my eyes. And all of these stops have some signs that tell you about the history of the area, some really interesting things. So you will learn that Whipple is not named after Mr. Whipple from the famous, I think it's toilet paper commercials, right? Mr. Whipple. Was that Charmin? I don't remember. We really shouldn't talk about Mr. Whipple. We should be enjoying this, right? So the phenomenon I observed yesterday continues. Just stand when you're at one of these places, get a camera like I have on a selfie stick, film yourself talking, and people like that will not come near you. Even if you don't do YouTube, just talk to yourself and the people will stay away. There's really not much difference between Whipple Point and Lacey. They're very much the same, but they're so quick. I mean, why not stop at each and get your Instagram on or whatever it is you want, take a photo or two. And move on down the road. All right, this next overlook is Nizhoni Point, just feet away from Whipple. So I don't know what the point really is, but well, it's a point, get it? All right, there's cars coming, so I gotta start talking to myself. Uh-oh, he's turning in. I'm gonna start doing like blah, 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 blah. I noticed a bit of an unofficial trail heading down here from the overlook. I'm gonna go check it out. I don't know if you're supposed to go down to these spots. There's nothing saying you can't. So just kind of following my rule of if they don't say don't do it, then I'm gonna do it. So you can probably see, I mean, this is pretty well trodden. I'm certainly not the first. I mean, you guys don't watch the Cactus Atlas just to see a bunch of overlooks, right? You gotta get down in there. Cactus Atlas style. Oh yeah. This is how you want to do it. It's getting a little steep here though, in this loose dirt, so you gotta be careful. Yeah, so that's a little steep, as you can see. No problem going down. But with hiking, what goes down must go up. That's a pretty sweet random piece of petrified wood right there. Now I couldn't see it from way up there, but as I get down further, there's tons of petrified wood down here that's exposed. And you certainly get a much better look here at the Painted Desert from this perspective. All right, I'm back in my car. Just ascended back up that hill. That was a little bit of a workout. I was worried, to be honest, that I wasn't gonna get an opportunity today to hike and it would just be overlooks. So that was good. I'm trying to be healthier and more active, want to lose some weight. So, score one for the day. That was a good workout. I meant to tell you too, if you want a ice cold water, I got a cooler full back there. Got tons, so go and grab yourself one if you need one. Don't even ask. All right, I'm at the next stop, Pintado Point. And boy, this looks like better than anything we've seen yet. It really opens up, a panoramic view. This looks like this is the one where the money shots might be. So I had to make a beeline for this uppermost point here. There's a gaggle of people congregated and they all left at the same time. So I wanted to come and get my opportunity. This map tells you a lot of the things you can kind of pick out if you look carefully on the landscape. The only thing that's kind of lame is if you look way out there, kind of towards the center, there's a couple smokestacks. That's a power plant right off of Interstate 40. Kind of a scar on the landscape. The panoramic view, I don't know how many degrees that would be, but yeah, compared to the ones we saw earlier, so far this one's got you covered from many different angles. I'm just continuing to talk to myself on the camera, and people are so far going anywhere but up here. Another strategy that works really well during this time, and this is, hopefully this isn't not PC to say something like this, but just start coughing a lot and people will avoid you. So I drove down a hill. There's a overlook over that way, but I noticed there's all these picnic tables here and water spigots. So nice little day use area if you want to have a picnic lunch. I stopped because I need to apply some more sunblock, so I found a nice shady place to do that. They do have restrooms over there also, but the signs say they're currently closed. Really cool hidden area. Not too many people here either. Oh, this is beautiful. All of the overlooks are beautiful, but this one gets you down closer. Yeah, so they don't call it the Painted Desert for nothing. It's very, very colorful. Just like me. And I believe that's Pilot Rock, that big protuberance on the horizon there in the middle of the screen. It'd be so cool to be out there on horseback, kind of roaming around, playing a harmonica maybe. Play like Home on the Range or something. Stereotypical like that. And to continue the vision, wear one of those like ridiculously tall, like, I don't know if it's a 10-gallon hat or something that maybe more capacity than even 10 gallons. I'm sure someone would beat me up, rightfully so. I don't know why that's so funny to me right now. I think I'm just a little loopy because I've been out in the sun now for a couple days and I think it's all starting to get to my head. Okay, seriously guys, you've got to be thirsty at this point. I've got some snacks in here, got some grapes, a couple hot dogs, plenty of cold waters, and even a pineapple Fanta, and somewhere a pineapple Doritos. Feel free to grab one. I'm gonna have a water myself, but yeah, please, please. So here we are at the historic Painted Desert Inn. I don't know much about this, to be honest with you. I doubt that they still have guests. I could be wrong, because that'd be pretty sweet if they did. But there's also an overlook point called Kachina Point, I think, behind there, so we get the double bonus. All right, the doctor is in. Got the mask on. I'm doing my part. Let's see if we can go in. Maybe we can't. I'm not sure. Oh no, building closed. Well, I'm guessing it's closed because of everything going on. Well, I guess I understand. I mean, with everything going on, probably not a good idea to have people congregated in there. I'm just kind of peeking in the windows. I can't really get the camera to look in. I tried. The architecture is really cool though. Really like this. Okay, so this tells you a little bit about this place. I think this is what it used to look like in the 1920s. And then it was reconstructed by the Civilian Conservation Corps, I think around 1936. And they did this Adobe style renovation that you see now. Apparently this petrified wood though is left over from the original building built in the 1920s. We'll get a better look here. Maybe we'll see a ghost or something in there. But one more bonus here. This is an actual room, I think. So starting in 1950, the rooms all became on-site quarters for employees. But if we peek in here, I don't know if that's in the original state. Ooh, there's smudges of people's noses and stuff all over this. Gotta be careful, I don't want to touch things and get disease on there. Anyway, that seems like it has potential, something kind of cool to see. Kachina Point though, I think is right out here. It's probably more crowded than most that I've seen so far, based on the parking lot. So I'm gonna keep the mask on as a precaution, since I already have it on. What are people gonna think like 3 or 4 years from now, hopefully after this is all passed and we're not wearing masks anymore, and they see these old videos? Maybe see these videos like hundreds of years from now or 50 years from now. Definitely the sign of the times. So this trail goes out here. I can tell you already, this is gonna be the best panorama of the day because it circles all the way around. Yeah, so Kachina Point's definitely a must stop. Best panoramic view of the day, I'll give it that. All right, I enjoyed this stop. Only thing that would have made it better would have been being able to go inside safely. But the show must go on. All right, so continuing the tour, this is Tawa Point. Looks like for this one you have to walk out a little ways, which I like. Yeah, this is a pretty nice one so far. Actually, it wraps around now over here, and that might actually right there, that might give you the best westerly facing view of the day. So I know I keep changing my story every time I go to a point. I'm like, oh, this is the best one. Well, I'm starting to think this might be the best one. You can see the inn over there. And the crows are very friendly here too at this particular spot. So that's an added bonus. So we're officially here on our last stop today. The visitor center is right there. This is Toponi Point. So for many coming into the park, this might be your first glimpse of the Painted Desert. Like right there beyond. For me, it's kind of a fizzle. Certainly beautiful, but to end it on this isn't the greatest, but kind of look at it through the eyes of someone who sees it for the very first time. So I don't really have too much to say other than that we checked it off the list. I'm gonna take a couple snapshots, of course, and then we're gonna move on, and we're nearing the end of the episode here, so I'm gonna go talk about everything we've done and enjoy a pineapple Fanta with you. So follow me. I'm looking for something in here that I really want. There we go. We got a pineapple Doritos and a Fanta. I'm gonna go with the Doritos, I think. This is a special occasion. Not that Fanta is for special occasion. You guys have seen me drink plenty of those. We're gonna switch it up today. You guys can have the Fanta though. All right, we've made it to the very end of our journey today through the Petrified Forest. So I'm gonna celebrate. Oops, let me close some of these. I was trying to find the bottle opener on my Swiss Army knife. Gonna celebrate with a Doritos pineapple. Oh yeah. Oh, that's so good. Okay, so let's talk about what we accomplished. Over a 2-day period, I went from the south entrance of the Petrified Forest all the way back to the north entrance, stopped at everything on the main map. Yes, there are a lot of backcountry hikes that I did not do just because of time, and I really want to, but I wanted to hit all the touristy spots and complete every single one, and I don't think I missed anything. I think I hit every single thing. As you saw, there's quite a bit to do. Even for someone like me who's staying up here that started early, it was too much to do in one day. So the highlights for me at this park, boy is it hard to make a decision about that. Certainly by the south entrance, you're gonna see the majority of the petrified logs and wood. By far, you see thousands of them over there. And as you progress north, you see less and less. Although you will see them, as you saw in the Painted Desert, there are specimens all around, just not as many. So if the petrified wood thing is what you wanna see, go to the south entrance and stick to there. If you wanna see colorful desert, the Painted Desert, then that's the north side. So, you know, I definitely plan on coming back here. I wanna do all of the backcountry hikes that they recommend. They look awesome. I'm gonna be coming up and camping and doing much more in this area. This to date is one of my favorite national parks. So if you ever get a chance to come out here, boy, I would highly, highly recommend it. It's a very magical place. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and check us out on social media at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.